trap and take over. Name another bitch that's colder. I just bought a brand new Rover. I don't even drive no more, I got a chauffeur. Took off, man, they asking me to slow up. Getting wiser and my money getting older. I'm that bitch, I ain't even gon' hold you. I'm that bitch, man, I thought that they told you.
Hey, it's akeriajanayco, and I'm back with another video. Return subscriber. Hey girl, hey, what's poppin'? If you're new here, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below to join the crew, and that's on period. Okay, so today I'm going to be doing a story time. Y'all know I love to come at y'all with a story time, and I just love to do story times because it just like, it gives me the feeling that I'm just sitting down just having a conversation with y'all instead of just it being like a video being recorded with a camera. You know, story times make me feel like I'm just having a regular old conversation with y'all because y'all the girls. Y'all the girls. I think that's what I'm gonna call y'all. Y'all the girls. Y'all my girls. My girls. Y'all my girls. For sure. But anyway, so let's just go ahead and get into this video. Okay, so basically guys, what had happened was this, by the way, this happened last year, October of 2020. So it's about to be a year since this happened or whatever. So hold on. I just want to show y'all how my purse matches my scrunchie. Please get into the details. Please get into the details. I'm going to post pictures, so make sure y'all go follow me on Instagram at akeriajanayco, period. So yeah, but yeah, so basically, yeah, this happened last year around October. It was Albany's homecoming, and the party for that night, I forgot like which day of the week it was on, but basically the party for that night was at the Kappa House in Albany. And the way the Kappa House in Albany is set up, their backyard is fenced in, so they got a fenced in backyard. So there was security at the entrance of the fence, but some kind of way people still managed to get guns in or whatever. I don't know how they did that, but you know, whatever. So this story starts with basically me getting to the party. Mind y'all, I pulled up to the party a little late. I was a little late because I was with my brothers, so I was waiting on them to get ready. So I end up being late to the party. Well, not really late, because you can't really be late to a party, but you know, like I was later than my friends, like, and everybody who I was gonna be with at the party were already at the party. So that's why I'm saying I was late, but you really can't be late to a party, you know what I'm saying? But I was late to the party because I was with my brothers and I was waiting on them to get ready. So we get to the let's just skip all that, because it was just basically at first nothing but us getting ready, taking shots, getting ready to go to the party, driving to the party, whatever. So we get there, whatever, we get out the car. Mind y'all, this how I know we was kind of like late to the party, because it was barely anywhere to park already. Like all the parking spots was damn near gone. Like there was nothing. So we found a parking spot and we got out, and so we walked up towards the house, but there was this long line of people waiting to get in, because like I said, they had security at the entrance of the fence. So we skipped some people, not even gonna lie, because that line was super long. Like for just like who finna stand in line to get in somebody's backyard, babe? Not me. Not gonna do it. So we had just kind of skipped around some people and got to the front of the line or whatever. So I'm waiting, I'm behind my brothers and I'm waiting so I can get checked so I can go in or whatever. Then next thing you know, one of my brothers just run off or whatever. So my other brother goes chasing him and trying to figure out what's going on. But basically the security guard had took his gun because he said they couldn't have guns in the party. And the security guard didn't want to give him his gun back. So he had got mad and left or whatever. So after this had happened, my brothers left. And I just went in the party with my friends and the people who I was originally gonna come with anyway. I mean, who I was originally gonna be with anyway. So they left and I stayed. So I got in the party and I had went to see my friends. I just had went to speak to them or whatever. Had went to say hey, blah blah blah. You know, dancing with them for a little while. Then I had went to go see some of my other friends, say hey, whatever. You know, when I first get in the party, I'm just chilling, just vibing, just speaking to everybody who I, you know, knew there or whatever, just walking around, getting a feel for the party, because I had just got there. So I go back to staying where Z and then was standing there, which is the people who I was gonna be partying with. Like those were the people who I was gonna be at the party with. I just didn't ride there with them. You get what I'm saying? So I had went back to where they was standing at, and like I said, we was in somebody's backyard, but they had a neighbor, and their neighbor's back porch was like a porch, and it's like a step up. So we were on that porch, which is like a step up from the ground. So we're not completely on the ground, but we on a porch, and we standing on the porch. So we're standing over there partying or whatever. Like it's not too lit yet, because the party really had been started, but it still was earlier in the party, because it was probably like 12. And, you know, parties don't really be like super lit just yet. So plus it was still people trying to get in, so it wasn't all that lit yet. So we were just standing there like vibing to the music or whatever. So Z had handed me a piece of gum. I put the piece of gum in my mouth. I put my retainers in my purse, and I put the I had the paper from the bubble gum, from the gum wrapper. I had the paper, and I was putting it in my purse because I didn't want to throw it on the ground. And I was putting it in my, so I was looking down like, okay, see, I didn't even know I was gonna need a prop, but so this my purse. It was a crossbody purse though. It was a crossbody. Say this is my purse, and this is the gum wrapper. And I was looking down to put the gum wrapper in my purse, and I look back up, look over, and next thing you know, people just rushing towards me. Y'all, I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know anything. All I know is I see people rushing towards us, and I'm like, what the fuck? So you know, with black people, when they see a black person running, they gonna start running. No questions asked. Like we ain't finna see why. So I'm trying to start running along with everybody else. But mind y'all, I'm on this step up, right? So I guess when I turned, the way people was pushing so much, not even when I turned, people was pushing so much that I ended up getting pushed off the step up onto the ground face first. So like I'm literally on the ground, my whole body is laid out on the ground face first in this dirt. Like it's dirt, it's a patch of dirt right here on the ground or whatever. So I'm laid down in the thing, like face first in the dirt. People is on top, a person is on top of me, people stepping over me, like people stepping and running over me trying to get out, or what, you know, trying to get out of the party to get to safety or whatever. So people stepping over me, people stepping on my head, on my back, like hands getting stepped on, just everything. It was a horrible experience. Like that was the worst experience. And so I'm laying on the ground. Mind y'all, I don't know where any of the people who I was standing with are at this point. I don't know where they are. We all got separated. I don't know anything. All I know is I'm face first on the ground. So I'm face first on the ground, and I'm saying, help me up, like help me up. Like nobody's stopping to help. Like I'm trying to get up, but I can't get up because I got my phone. Okay, I had my purse. It was a crossbody purse. So I had the purse around me. Like I had the purse around my body, right? I had my phone in my hand, and then my other hand was free. So I had my phone in my hand, so that was hindering me from like pushing on the ground to be able to get up. Cause when I pushed up, I was gonna have to use all of my strength and all of my weight to push up, because it's people stepping on top of me. So I'm gonna have to push up. So I'm really having to push their weight off of me too. So I'm laying on the ground. While I'm laying on the ground, not being able to get up, I hear the gunshot go off. So boom, like they start shooting, but they only shot like one time. Mind you, the people started running and rushing out the gate before the person even shot the shot. But they said that the people who was close around the person who shot the gun, they said that they seen him pull the gun out. So therefore they started running. As soon as they seen him pull the gun out, they didn't wait for him to shoot it. They saw him pulling it out, and they started running. So that's why everybody was already running before the shot even went off. So when the shot went off, I wasn't even worried that I had got shot or not, because I'm literally under people. Like people literally still stepping on my head, stepping on my back, walking and running over me, trying to get out the gate. So I was like, I can't keep laying here. Like y'all, it was really, like people, when I tell people this story, they laugh, but in a sense, at the time, it wasn't even funny at all, because I really thought that was the end for me. I thought I was done, like, because I'm getting stepped on. My head is getting stepped on repeatedly. Like it's getting very hard to breathe down here because my face is in the dirt, so it's getting hard to breathe. So I'm just praying praying. So I tried to get up a few times with my phone still in my hand, and I couldn't get up. So I was like, either I'm finna lay here and keep getting stepped on until everybody's out the gate, or I'm finna let my phone go and get up so I can get myself up off this ground and stop getting stepped on, because I could not keep getting my head stepped on like that and my back stepped on like that, cause like that could have caused internal injuries like head trauma or something, you know, anything like could have happened. I'm thinking about all type of stuff. So I'm like, I gotta get up, baby. Like I can't keep laying here on this ground getting stomped on, stepped on, all that stuff. So I let my phone go, y'all. I just let it go. I said, bump it. I just have to get me a new phone. If I don't never see this phone again, I just have to get me a new phone. But I cannot keep laying here on this ground. So I let my phone go, and at that point, I had both of my hands free, so I was able to push up and get up. And when I got up, y'all, I kid y'all not, like y'all know how on the movies when they be like, people be drunk and they be like moving around and shit. Literally, that's how it was when I finally stood back up. Like everything was like, it's like everything was going in slow motion. It's like I was going in slow motion, but at the same time, everybody around me moving so fast. But I'm like 2 seconds, 3 seconds behind everybody trying to catch up, trying to get it's like I was disoriented. Mind y'all, I had been taking shots, so I was drunk. Like I had just got in the party, so I was drunk at the same time. So, okay guys, so I'm editing the video and I see that I said when I got up I was disoriented, but also when I got up, one of my contacts wasn't in my eye anymore. Both of my lashes wasn't on anymore, and I was disoriented. So I had lost one contact, lost my lashes. Those were my favorite pair of lashes too, and I was disoriented, trying to figure out what the fuck was going on. So yeah, I just wanted to go and make sure I saved that part. When I stood up, I'm calling Z now. I'm like, Z, Jamali, like the people who I came with, I'm calling their name. They're nowhere to be found. Like all of us got separated from each other. None of us was together. Like it was no matter of nobody being a bad friend and somebody left somebody. None of us was together, because the stuff it happened so unexpectedly, and we was just 1 minute we was standing there vibing to the music, and the next minute we was getting trampled over and getting pushed out of the way. That's all we know. It was no time to grab nobody. It was no time to get it together. It was no time to do any of that, because it just started happening out of nowhere. Like in a split second, it started happening. But so yeah, I can't find my friends. I don't have a phone now, mind y'all, because I let my phone go. So I don't have a phone. Only thing I have is my purse on me with my money in it and my room key to get back into my dorm room or whatever. So I started walking. I finally, after standing there for a few seconds calling my friends' names, and clearly they wasn't there, I started walking. So mind y'all, I'm walking by myself, but I'm not by myself, because everybody is out here looking for the people they came with, or looking for their stuff, or just sitting here trying to figure out what the hell just happened to us. Like, so everybody is still outside the house now, like in the street and stuff, because the house was on the street. So everybody's in the street now. So I really wasn't too scared that I was walking around with no phone. So I had, like I said, y'all, I'm disoriented. So I had ended up turning down this road where I was about to be walking into a spot where it's dark and by myself, and it was gonna be nobody but me. But I think God was guiding me, because literally I turned around and I went to the parking lot where we had parked at, or whatever. So I went to that parking lot where we had parked at. So I was trying to see, did anybody else get back to the parking lot? Did anybody I know was there, anything? I didn't see nobody I know, nobody I had came with. Well, I ain't gonna say I didn't see nobody I knew, but I didn't see anybody I had came with. I saw these two girls that I did know from a group chat or whatever. So I saw them, and they was asking me, was I okay? And I was like, no, I lost my phone in a mess. I don't know where any of the people that I came with are. And then this other boy, I had asked him, I was like, can I use your phone to log into Instagram? So I'm trying to log into my Instagram, y'all. I don't know what my Instagram password is, so I'm just putting in different passwords that I use and trying to see which one worked. One of them ended up working. I don't even remember which one it was that ended up working. I done changed my password since then, but at the time I don't remember which one ended up working, because I was just like, it's like adrenaline was rushing. I'm just you know how it be when you like in shock and stuff. So I finally get in my Instagram. I start calling my brothers. I'm like, where y'all at? Can y'all come back and get me? Like, the party just went so left. Like, everybody, they started shooting and stuff. So can y'all please come back and get me? Mind you, I'm calling my brother from Instagram, not my phone, because my phone is lost. So he trying to figure out where I'm at, and I'm like, I'm in the parking lot where we parked at. He's like, what parking lot is that? What parking lot is that? So he's trying to figure out where exactly I am so they can come get me. So the two girls who I had knew or whatever, they had was trying to make sure they first of all, they stayed there with me. After I had logged into my Instagram, I had started crying because, y'all, my knee was hurting so bad. Oh my God, my knee was hurting so bad. I thought I had done sprung it, broke it, whatever you can do to your knee. I thought I had done did something to my knee because it was hurting so bad. So I had started crying. She was like, no, don't cry in front of all these people. So she started blocking me so I wouldn't embarrass myself. And I feel like that's some real ass shit, because me and her, we not like we wasn't on no like friends level where we hang out and stuff. It was just like a casual. I just knew her casually through a group chat. So she could have just sat there and let me embarrass myself, but she didn't. And so then they started asking me, you know, was I good, and did I want them to just take me back to campus or whatever. But by that time I had already got in contact with my brother or whatever. So she came up with a great idea for my brother to say his number out loud, and she put it in her phone, and then she was gonna send our current location from there. So that's what we did. And they actually sat there and they stayed with me until my brothers came back to get me. They made sure that I was good. Even when I got in the car, they was like, you sure that's your ride? You sure that's the car? I'm like, yep, that's it, I'm good, thank y'all so much. So boom, I get in the car with my brothers. So then my sister Wynn, she called them and she was like, y'all need to hurry up and get back to the party and get Akeria. Somebody started shooting, everything went left, no one can find her, she's not answering her phone. They were like, well, we got her, she's in the car. I said, my phone is lost, y'all. I had to let my phone go to get up. So then Z had called my brother on Instagram too, and she was like, where AK at? And so he was like, she in the car or whatever. And so Z was like, well, somebody been calling me. So I found the person, I know who got her phone, but he acting like he don't want to give me the phone. So my brother's like, why he acting like he don't want to give you the phone? Call him back and tell him he need to bring the phone to you, or he need to bring the phone to us. So after that, I get ready to go back on campus to get dropped off on campus. But in this time, what's going on is Z is calling my phone and talking to the person who found my phone and telling him where to bring the phone to. So she had told him to take the phone to in front of halls 3 and 4 because we stayed in them halls. We stayed over there. So she had told him to bring the phone to in front of hall 3 and 4. So mind you, she told him to do this while I'm on the way to back to the campus, because Z had found the car which she rode in there, and they had went to cookout. So I get back on campus, I see some people standing out. I asked this random boy, I said, this other random boy asked me, he was like, did you lose your phone? I was like, yeah. And so he was like, is this? I was like, no, it wasn't my phone. It was really messed up though. Like, that phone was really cracked up. And I was like, damn, if this how they phone look, how my phone finna look when I get it? So I had turned around and I asked this boy, I was like, can I use your phone? I said, can I please use your phone? I lost my phone at the Kappa house when all that shit just went down. So he was like, yeah. So I get his phone. I'm calling my phone number. I start calling my phone number because I wanted to tell the boy that I was at hall 3 now, that he could just give me the phone. So as I'm calling him, he's walking up. So, and I get my phone. He was like, Z said, call him when you get your phone. So I had got my phone, or whatever. And then I started to get ready. I called Z, let her know I had my phone. Then I started to get ready to go up to my room. But I didn't want to be by myself. So I saw this other boy that I actually knew. I knew him. And so he was like, what's going on? Cause I guess I looked like something was wrong with me or something, because he came up to me and he was like, are you okay? What's wrong? I was like, no, I got stumped over and trampled over at the Kappa house. And he was like, he was like, that's why I ain't go to that shit. He was like, that's why I ain't go to that shit. So I was like, no, I'm not okay. I got stumped over and stepped on at the Kappa house. And so I was like, can you come to my room? Can you come up here with my room to me and to my roommate get here? I don't want to be by myself. So he was like, yeah. So he ended up coming to my room with me, so I didn't have to be by myself. And then that's when Z finally came back. So of course he left. Z came back, and that's when we was talking about what had happened. And just, y'all, I was so sore the next day. I was so sore. My knee was red. I'm gonna try to insert the clip right here of my knee. I'm gonna have to go back to my Instagram archive and find it, but I took a thing of my knee, so I'm trying to insert it so y'all can know this is real life. This is real life happening. But yeah, that's what really happened at that party. I'm glad that I turned out okay and that nothing like too bad happened to me other than like my knee being scraped up and my head getting a headache or whatever. But I'm glad nothing too bad didn't happen to me where I had to go to the hospital. Just to update on most of the people at the party, nothing too bad happened to anybody. Like a few people I know had like sprained like their arms or their wrists or something like that. And they just had to go to the hospital for those minor injuries. But everybody was pretty much fine. No, the bullet didn't hit anybody. Nobody got shot. A lot of people did lose a lot of things, but the campers, they sorted it all out and recorded it all and told people that they could come back and pick up their stuff if they lost anything. So everything turned out to be okay, but it was just in the moment, the fact that it even happened, and that was so crazy. Like, that was the craziest thing I ever went through at a homecoming party in Albany. Like, I never would have thought I was gonna be getting stomped over and trampled that night. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Mwah.